Today on the channel, we got a generational unboxing with the WWE Mattel Elite Walmart exclusive Maivia Legacy 3-pack.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Walmart Maivia Legacy 3-pack with High Chief Peter Maivia, first time in the line, The Rock, and Rocky Johnson. But for all your non-Walmart exclusive wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see this Walmart 3-pack shipped really quick. It shipped on a Friday night. I got tracking. And Saturday morning, here it is at my doorstep. A pretty quick turnaround for Walmart. A lot of people get things canceled. Of course, some out there did get this canceled as well. Pretty much the name of the game with Walmart at this point here, but I can't complain. Mine came through the mail, so good to have this pack here. And an interesting one, as we have seen a 3-pack just like this in the past, and I have that, of course, right here ready to go. It is the Jakks Classic Superstars 3-pack of the Maivia Legacy, and strangely enough, also a Walmart exclusive back in the day. So the Walmart's huge fans of the Maivia Legacy at the end of the day, no doubt about it. Two different 3-packs of the same characters here. Now, this pack came out 2007, so a heck of a long time ago. So a lot of improvements with this one, of course, but absolutely did love this one back in the day. The High Chief figure being the main event of this pack, and I would say High Chief will be the main event of this pack as well, at least on first impressions. But pretty cool to have two different Legacy 3-packs all these years in between each other. Pretty cool, wanted to point that out. And of course, find out more about this in my book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars, available on Barnes & Noble and Amazon right now. There you go. Well, let's dive into this one here. Looking very interesting here. There's stuff I like, stuff I don't like, and we'll dive through it, but cool packaging. It does say right up top, WWE Generations Maivia Legacy. Could we have WWE Generations with different family members? I mean, a McMahon family pack would have made a lot of sense. Don't think that's going to happen anymore. But could we get a Funk family pack? Could that be a way to get Dory Funk Sr. and Dory Funk Jr. into the line with Terry Funk? I'd be cool with that, an old school version of the Funk family. As we do know with wrestling history, there's many different families out there that could work into this, and it could be a good way to get maybe some of these High Chief Peter Maivias that maybe wouldn't sell as best on their own with somebody else. I mean, we could get an Orton family legacy pack. There's a lot of different families in wrestling that could work into this. I would be here for that because I love the legends, and I love the new stuff too, and it's cool to honor that and bring it all together like we see in this pack right here. Now, big bubble window on here, great for autographs. Unfortunately, 2 of the 3 have passed on, as we do know, but you could get the Rock, I guess, if you could ever find him. I don't know. You got the Elite logo here. Love kind of the framing out of the package as well. It definitely feels special, and we've got a lot of box sets from Mattel lately. Then Now Forever box set, of course, the Hulkamania box set among many to come, hopefully in the future. We'll see, but here's another one in the long list. And like I said, Walmart exclusive on this one, so you have to look at Walmart, WWE logo, True Effects over there as well. The Rock, Rocky Johnson, High Chief Peter Maivia, first time in the line. Probably last time in the line is my guess. So if you want this one, you better chase it down while you can. Elite logo on the side. Look at that. All 3 of them over here looking good. You got the Brahma Bull on the top here. You got the Jibber Jabber UPCs down here. And then on the back, we got bios for each one. Let's read through these. Let's see what's going on with this Maivia family. And we're going to start off with the High Chief Peter Maivia. The Maivia family legacy is one of the most celebrated bloodlines in the business. Its roots trace back to WWE Hall of Famer Peter Maivia. The High Chief dominated the West Coast in the 70s, ran the popular Hawaiian territory, and created a legacy still celebrated today by his Samoan descendants. There you go. And then in the middle, we got The Rock. The shining star in the Maivia legacy is without a doubt the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment, The Rock. Though entertaining WWE is Rocky Maivia in honor of his grandfather and his father, soon the Great One paved a path of his own, reaching greater heights than perhaps any superstar ever. Can't really argue with that one there. And then we got Rocky Johnson, the Soul Man as he's known. Peter Maivia's son-in-law, Rocky Johnson, was every bit as flashy as High Chief was tough. His combination of quickness and charisma captured the hearts of fans around the world, leading to a thunderous rapture when the Soul Man and his partner Tony Atlas became the first African-American tag team champions in WWE history. We'd like to see a Tony Atlas figure in the Mattel line one of these days as well. But looking good. Packaging is great. Everything is cool. I like a lot about this pack. Let's see how these figures are doing, though. Here's the old packaging. Give it the old heave-ho. See you later. There it goes. Then we get this right here, WWE Generations Legacy. How about that little background? That looks kind of cool. Off to the side. See you later. Floating through the air. And the Plastic Prison is here. Oh, we got a couple of McFarlane ties going on. What are we doing? McFarlane, his disease is spreading everywhere. As we talk about on Kyle Peterson 2.0, basically daily, about Todd McFarlane's love of these twist tie clip strips, whatever you want to call them, tying our figures down. They're just absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh, there's so many on this pack. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Todd's, I'm taking this offline. That's how many there are. There's a bunch, and they are extremely tight, so you got to be careful on these. But I'm going to get these guys out of the package. We'll be back talking all things the Maivia Legacy. All right, I got the Maivia family out of the package here. One of the most difficult Mattel unboxings in quite some time. Took a long time as everybody's hands, legs, and waists were tied down. You got to leave it to a professional to get these unboxed. Had to take it offline. Mission accomplished, though. But let's dive into this 3-pack here. And let's go, I guess, in order. I guess we'll start with the first time in the line. Most likely last time in the line. We'll see how it goes. High Chief Peter Maivia. An interesting one here, but we do got an extra set of hands with him. 2 gripping hands. Choose your own gripping hand adventure. He is missing. He used to have like a spear he would carry to the ring, so I guess you could grab one from a different toy line. You could use these gripping hands if you wanted to. We do have those there. Now, we do get a first time ever and possibly, once again, last time ever crown in the line here. Looking very cool. Got some kind of red, it looks like floral in here. You got a lot of gold and silver. I'm not sure exactly what all these things are in here. Almost looks like little coins in here, but a very nice headdress, crown, whatever you want to call it. It does look very, very nice. I'm here for this. Looks very cool right here. But now we're going to dive into the High Chief himself. And first thing I notice is he does have that kind of lay over the top. We've seen that with Roman Reigns and the Usos as of late. Getting that again over here looks good. He also has a little medallion around his necklace going on here. Black and white, looking nice as well. Both of these things are removable. Of course, you pop the head off. You can pop those off as well. Starting in the head sculpt department, you know, the first thing this hair reminds me of, it does remind me of the old Superfly Jimmy Snuka. I can see people maybe making Superfly customs out of this head too, and especially with the feet down here. There could be some Jimmy Snuka customs in the works by people, but you never know. But it is the High Chief Peter Maivia. It does look different than the normal head scans with the true effects and things of this day and age. It looks more old school Mattel, and that's not a bad thing necessarily, but it does look a little bit different maybe than The Rock and would look in his figures as of late. But it does look, still looks good. Could I think this is High Chief Peter Maivia? I'm not super familiar with his work, of course, in the ring. I've seen clips and stuff. Obviously, footage is very old. But I think I could guess, if you gave me 3 guesses, I think I could guess this one. So you can take that for what it's worth there. We got the curly hair throughout, looking very nice. Little teeth showing there, a little bit bigger in the nose, some open eyes here. All in all, a very good head sculpt with him here. Now, articulation on him is going to be the same as all these, so I guess I'll run through it with the High Chief real quick. Arms all the way around for us, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, hands removable back and forth, white wrist tape on both hands there. You do got a nice ab crunch right here, looking good. You got waist articulation. As I throw the High Chief, oh my gosh, big old splits if you do need them. Legs do go up. Double jointed knees, not pinless. You do get a thigh cut there as well. You do get a calf cut, I guess we'll call it. And you get ankles back and forth, up and down. Your usual Mattel articulation looking good there. A little bit of looseness in the waist on mine. Your mileage may vary on that, of course. And I'm sure he'll fit on a ringside stand, maybe. Let's see, will he fit on a ringside stand? And he does fit on a ringside stand. For those keeping track at home, make sure you get the Mattel one. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Now, he does got this soft, good skirt going on here. Of course, Velcro, easily removable. Nice floral print here in the orange and white attack, looking like the High Chief Peter Maivia would wear. And then you get some bright pink tights underneath here. Real men wear pink, is what I've been told. And the High Chief is representing in his pink tights. Very bright pink. Definitely stands out against that nice tan he's got going on. Definitely feels island-like, I guess, with that hot pink color. Or something out of Miami Vice, who knows. But then, of course, when people think of the High Chief Peter Maivia, a lot of times one of the first things they think of is his tattoos. And he's got some serious tattoos going on all in the lower half, up into his waist there as well. Not messing around in the tattoo department, and those are old school, even more painful tattoos that he had right here. Didn't they say he almost died from the pain getting those tattoos or something along those lines? I could be mistaken, but looks very, very good and looks very different, and I always love it when we get somebody new in a line or something special at this point with Mattel. 14 years in the Mattel line, getting something like this new in the line is really, really special. Really do like this figure here today. I'm going to put it back on the stand here. I forgot to mention he does got the open hands here as well, so you can choose your own hand adventure with him, as we always do say. But the High Chief Peter Maivia, the gold standard of this pack, I guess we'll see. We're going to keep diving through, and we're going to start with his son-in-law, Rocky Johnson. And do you think if Rocky Johnson was still alive, he'd be like, stop this Maivia legacy, it's the Johnson legacy? You think he'd be saying something like that? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. But we do get Soul Man Rocky Johnson. Once again, 2 gripping hands just like the High Chief. Got those going on. And he's got 2 Fists of Fury out of the package. So he can throw those Soul Man punches and bunches. Do a little of that shuffle and shake if he needs to. He can easily do that. Now, we do get a robe with him, and that's the first disappointment I have with this pack right here, is this does seem to be the same robe we got with the Collector's Edition Rocky Johnson a year ago, 2 years ago. What is time? I get getting the most out of your molds, but would I like to see a different colored robe? I guess not in the cards here, but would have been really nice to have a different colored robe with this one instead of kind of the same old, if you want to call it that. But we do get the robe here. Once again, a soft goods, fabulous robe here. I got no issues with it. 2 different purples colors. It's a nice robe, just with like something different to make it feel different. But the figure at least does have some differences, and let's dive into this one. Now, we don't need to do anything with the articulation because guess what? We already walked through it with the High Chief here, but the head sculpt looks like Rocky Johnson all day long. Got a mustache you could set Tom Selleck's watch to. Yes, you could. Or even my dad in the 80s, you could set it to that if you needed to. Got 2 very doting eyes. He's doting on his son, Rocky, over there. Got some nice sideburns, and then you got the beautiful Rocky Johnson hair. All day long, you know this is Rocky Johnson in the hair department. A little bit of chest hair, not real fur. Sorry to disappoint the people, but it is chest hair going on, and then he's got those 2 bird tattoos, of course. Well known for those on his chest as well. Some yellow trunks going on. He's got the yellow trunks. Pretty plain Jane, though, as most wrestlers were back in the 70s and early 80s, of course. A little bit plain Jane here. And then you do got the boots going on, and it looks like I might have an issue with my boots. Or maybe that's just the way it is. I am not sure. You guys are going to have to tell me here. I guess not. I guess that's the way it is. It looks strange to me, but maybe that's how he wore it. It's white boots here. You got laces on the inside. And on the inside of both of them, which I guess does match there. So I guess that's supposed to be that way. But for some reason, my mind feels like those laces should be on the outside. Laces in? I don't know. You tell me. We'll have to ask Ace Ventura, I guess, maybe about that one. Who knows? But it does look interesting. But all in all, a very plain Jane looking figure. There's no doubt about it. There's not a lot of meat on the bone here. The robe does help. But besides that, it's just a straight up Rocky Johnson, which isn't a bad thing. It's depicting what he is and who he was. Really, the big difference here is, of course, the yellow trunks. That's the first thing you notice. However, in a plot twist, I do have the old Rocky Johnson here, and there is some differences. Once again, same robe going on. You got different boots here, so we do got different boots on this one. He does have RJ on the side of the boots, nothing on the side here. On the trunk department, we do got the pinkish, purplish trunks under this one. You got yellow here, so that is a difference. But the biggest difference between these two is the skin tone color. You got a very dark black skin tone color, and you got a very lighter chocolate brown color, I guess we'll call it over here. It's almost like back in the Jakks Classic Superstars days with Haku and Ming when he had a change of his skin color. Ming became a white guy for some reason. Who knows what's going on? But very interesting skin tone. I think this one is more correct. I think that's one of the reasons, hey, they wanted to get this pack out, is we can get a correct Rocky Johnson with more correct skin tone color here. But definitely some differences in the skin tone department. Heads are basically the same thing, but they look different with the different skin tones. So it's interesting how a little skin tone change really freshens things up. So all in all, some differences, not a ton of differences, but differences nonetheless between these two figures. The boots, the trunks, and the skin tone color being the biggest part of it. I'll probably display one with the robe, this one, and this one without the robe is probably my plan. Give him one of those stances like this, like he's ready to square up and fight somebody if he needs to. That's probably what I'm going to do right there. Now the third and final piece of the Maivia Legacy puzzle. At least right now, will Ava Raine step up? I don't know what's going to happen with her. I guess we'll see where she goes in NXT. General manager right now. I don't know if she has what it takes to get to that next level. She's got time, and that's what she needs, and she's got some backing, so I don't think she's going to get cut anytime soon. But we'll see where she goes in her career. But one guy we know is going places in his career is this young up-and-comer Flex Kavana right here. Of course, The Rock back in the WWE right now with the Bloodline, WrestleMania looming in the horizon, all that kind of rigmarole. It's all coming up to a head here in a couple of weeks. I guess we'll stay tuned for that. But very cool to get The Rock, of course, part of this family pack. However, once again, I got a little bit of a complaint here, and I said it when this pack was originally announced. I love this Rock figure. This is a cool Rock. This is actually a very iconic Rock outfit to me. I think of him wearing the slippers or kind of the work sandals. I don't know what you call these. Slippers, I guess? I don't know. But then, of course, the watch and the khaki shorts. Very iconic Rock from Raw. But it feels out of place in this set. It feels like it should be like kind of their wrestling gear, not just a casual day Rock in this set. It feels like he's slumming down this pack a little bit. I don't know, but we've had a ton of modern day Rocks. We've had a ton of Rocks over the years, but I would have liked to seen this maybe somewhere else. This could have been in the WCW Monday Night Wars line by itself, and I think it would have sold okay because it is so different. But I really would have rather had a more professional Rock wrestling gear here in this pack. And that could just be me. It's not that big a deal at the end of the day. I'm opening this set. But if I was a mid-on card collector, it would feel just a little out of place to me. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments down below. But I guess at the end of the day, I'm just happy I got this version of The Rock. It is something different, and I love different, and that's what this Rock is. So first off, we're looking at the head here. He does got the rubber band over the head, keeping those glasses on. I love that they do that for the in-card mid-on box collectors, but that just usually means these glasses aren't going to stay on very well. But what do you know? Stay on pretty good for Rock goes. And I think we've seen these glasses in the past as well. And I do like that they go kind of around the ear to hold up, but definitely helps them stay on in the package. I love the rubber band move there. But it is The Rock all day long. Love those long sideburns The Rock has there. Got the gold glasses with the black trim, of course, looking on brand for The Rock. Rock got a haircut. Once again, you can set your watch to this. And The Rock did, is he does come with a watch accessory. This accessory is removable. You pop these hands off. You can use this watch on other characters if you want to for whatever reason. So I do like that gold watch. And he's even got a gold kind of a bracelet going here on the other side. So Rock really living the dream over here, looking very, very nice. He also has, once again, a collar up here. I guess he's got a collar on his shirt, yes, but I mean a necklace over here. So he's got a gold necklace. So this is Rock really getting ready to go out for a night at the clubs, going boating. Who knows what he's up to? But he's up to something in this fashionable attire here. Kind of a Hawaiian-like shirt, I guess we'll call this one here. Looking very nice. He does got two gripping hands. He's the only one that didn't come with extra hands out of this set for whatever reason. Take note of that, of course. Velcro on the soft goods shirt here. It is removable if you want to for whatever reason. Looks good. He's got a brown belt going on. Then, of course, you got those khaki shorts looking very nice. Articulation going to be identical to the other two, so we don't really need to walk through that. We do got pin joints, though, here. I would have loved seeing a clean, pinless look. Not in the cards here. And instead of the calf cut, well, I guess he's got the upper calf cut, I guess we'll call this one, where the High Chief had more of a high ankle cut, I guess. That's what we'll call it if we want to be real professionals here. Love the shoes on here. These look really, really good. They remind me of what my dad used to wear back when he was a working man back in the day. Kind of reminds me of those. Kind of a maroonish color, I guess you'd call those on those slippers. Slippers? I don't know, but they look good. I do like how different this one looks. Just a very fun Rock, and it really is different. I just wish it was different in a different set or a different line than this pack, but beggars can't be choosers. Like I said, just happy I got this one after all these years. But a real fun one here. Love the stoic look on the Rock's face. A good Rock head scan. And I would say all three of these guys, you can pretty much guess who they are. The High Chief might be hardest to guess, but I think you get 3 guesses, you're going to figure that one out. Maybe it's just me. Will he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand? There it is. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on the stands, as we do know. But quite the legacy right here at the table. The Johnson, but technically, I guess, Maivia legacy is what's going on here. 3 great figures hitting Walmart mailboxes right now, I guess, is where I got mine, but would expect to see these on the shelf at Walmart. And I don't think these will set the world on fire. We always got to take that business step back. It's going to be an expensive set, and expensive stuff doesn't really fly super, super fast. First round might fly pretty good, but if you have patience, and that's a tough one in the collectibles game, I think you should be able to track this one down. we'll see what happens in the future here. But a fun generational 3-pack. Like I said at the top, I would love to see more of these. An Orton family pack would be pretty cool. The Funk family pack. Give me that all day long. I'll buy 10. I'll buy 10, Mattel. Let's get them out there. But there's a lot of different family legacies that could be celebrated in the action figure game. And I'm here for that. Feels almost like a little bit of classic superstars to me. I don't know about you guys. But speaking of classic superstars one last time, how about the High Chief Peter Maivia right there? We got the original pack is what I'm bringing out for those confused, I guess. We got a Rock, a very plain Jane Rock, not one that's really too exciting right there. And then you got the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson himself. So we got a couple years in between these, almost 2 decades in between these, in all honesty, getting close to it here. So it's amazing what happens in the action figure game when you're around it a long time. You see some old packs become new packs. Once again, pretty fun right here. But what are your guys' thoughts? You picking up this pack? Long game, no game? You're good with the classic superstars back in the day? Let me know your thoughts on this Legacy 3-pack in the comments down below. How do you feel about this Rock being in the pack? Would you like to see a different one like me? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, if you made it this far, don't forget to like and subscribe to both YouTube channels. Don't forget about Patreon for early access to videos like this, plus tons of other bonus content. The best way to support this YouTube channel. You can also support the channel over there at ProWrestlingTees.com. And don't forget, for more info on this 3-pack from the Classic Superstars, you can buy my book at Barnes & Noble for the exclusive hardcover edition. Soft cover, of course, I recommend going over to Amazon. It is the complete guide to the Jakks Classic Superstars series. About 700 pages, a labor of love if there ever was one. And looking extra beautiful right here is this book. And if you guys want an autographed edition, for whatever reason, hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Maivia Legacy, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.